Okay, so here is my Sky Shadow S800. It's the version 2 with the gray foam. Uh, really tough foam, awesome. You see it in lots of videos. It's really good foam. I have a drac, and it's pretty much the same material. So I did laminate it. I used Plastidip and some Duplicolor because the orange Duplicolor was on sale. So, and this stuff is great. It's the first time I've used it, and it worked out fantastic. The decals look really good. The pictures show red decals, but you get these gray ones. It does mention that if you scroll down on the description. And then I laminated it with some 3mm laminate. It did take forever because there's so many little weird corners and stuff up in here and all the way around the front. I even laminated the top of the cover here and everything. So this little cover right here, it's really great. It's got magnets in it, and it sets down really well. I am using the 1800 from Tattoo 4-cell because it really gets this thing moving. I was having some problems getting this to fit. I thought I was going to have to cut out a little bit on the top to make room for the strap, but it's sitting in here pretty well now. I'm using Cobra. It's 2207, 2300 kV, and I'm using a 6x3 prop, and it really moves fast. Also, I screwed in the motor mounts. They're not glued. It's in here pretty good. This way, if I ever have to change the motor out or something like that, I can remove it without having a big mess. These little covers are awesome. I love them. I'm using my 30 amp ESC in here. I believe it's a BL Heli or whatever. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. It's a Blade. There we go. It's a Blade ESC. And I've got my FR Sky X4R receiver in here. I wanted to run S-Bus. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. I think I have to have a flight controller. Speaking of which, it does come with this stabilizer here. I'm not going to be able to use S-Bus with this, so I'm probably not going to be able to use this. So it does come with these extensions here for your servos, because your servos, here's the wires for the servos, that's as far as they get. So they give you these. A lot of people, I guess, cut it off here and cut the servo and solder it on to make it a little bit cleaner. I'm using metal servos. I no longer use plastic servos for anything. I actually have some higher quality ones coming. These are really cheap ones. So these are just what I was using just to get flying. That's why they're not glued in. I'm using the Eachine TX526 VTX. However, it's RPSMA, and I have no RPSMA antennas. And I have one adapter, but it's a straight adapter. So I'm waiting for a 90-degree elbow so I can hook this up. And unfortunately, you know, I got a little OCD, and this thing's gonna have to fit in there crooked. But that's whatevs. I'll put the plate on, and I don't have to look at it anymore. So for the front bay here, I'm just using a cheap camera. It's just like the run cam, same shape and everything. I had to cut out a little bit here to get it to fit. Cut out a little notch for the wire. You can see the wire. I took some hot wire and a lighter. I'm sorry, a wire and a lighter, and cut a hole through so I can feed this video cable through. It's made for a GoPro, like a GoPro Hero, to fit in here. And if you don't use that, it says to put 70 grams of weights in here. I had 50 grams of weights and it worked fine. So the CG, speaking of which, the CG is right across here, right in front of this screw. So it's pretty easy to find the center of gravity on this. So my issue right now is trying to figure out if I'm going to need an ESC. I know a lot of you guys are probably like, well, duh, but I'm still pretty new to this, so I need to figure out how to get this S-Bus to work. I love the little holes that they've made here so that you can go ahead and run your antennas through the top. Speaking of which, I did have an issue where this counter set, so it's got these nice little hideaway screw inserts, and they do come out. So I just got some E6000 and put it on there, let it dry a little while, get tacky, and then set them in so they're reinforced and they're nice and tough now. So something you might want to think about if you're going to get this. So that's all I can think of for this right now. It does come with this strap, and the strap is pretty nice. So yeah, any questions, leave them in the comments. Still trying to figure out this S-Bus thing. So I've only ever used S-Bus on my DRAC, which I have a vector in, so that makes the S-Bus a lot easier. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Y'all have a good day.